Imagine a world where a single flower delicate, fragile, and fleeting costs more than a mansion on a canal in Amsterdam, where investors and merchants fought in candle-lit taverns over the next tulip bulb, believing it would make them rich beyond measure. Sounds absurd, right? But it happened. Long before Wall Street and modern stock markets, there was another financial empire, born from beauty and destroyed by speculation. This is the story of the first recorded financial bubble in history, the moment when flowers became worth more than houses. Our story begins in the early 1600s, in the heart of the Dutch Golden Age. The Netherlands was booming, the richest trading hub on earth. Their ships ruled the seas, carrying spices, silks, and treasures from Asia to Europe. Amsterdam was the Wall Street of its time, home to the world's first official stock exchange. With money flowing freely, the Dutch middle class exploded in wealth. And into this world of luxury, one flower arrived from the East, a symbol of beauty, rarity, and status: the tulip. The tulip wasn't Dutch at all. It came from the Ottoman Empire, where sultans prized it as a royal treasure. When it reached Europe, its vivid colors captivated scholars and nobles. A botanist named Carolus Clusius planted the first tulip bulbs in Dutch soil and unknowingly sowed the seeds of economic madness. What began as a scientific curiosity soon turned into an elite investment. Wealthy merchants began collecting rare tulip varieties, especially those with dramatic streaks of color caused by a mysterious virus. These bulbs became luxury items like modern art. Owning a rare bulb meant power. By the 1630s, tulip trading had moved beyond collectors. The market was booming. Speculators, bakers, barbers, and blacksmiths began buying bulbs not to plant them, but to resell them at a higher price. A new form of trading emerged: tulip futures contracts. People traded promises on paper, claiming the right to buy or sell a bulb months later, long before it even bloomed. Taverns turned into mini Wall Streets. Everyone believed prices would rise forever. A single bulb of the rare Semper Augustus was sold for the price of a luxury canal house. People justified it with words we still hear in every bubble. This time, it's different, but every fever burns itself out. In early 1637, the first cracks appeared. One evening in Haarlem, a group of traders gathered for an auction. But when the auctioneer called for the first bid, silence. For the first time, someone thought, what if the next buyer doesn't show up? Panic spread like wildfire. Within days, tulip prices collapsed, some falling over 90% overnight. People who had traded their homes and savings for bulbs were left with worthless paper. The Dutch government did nothing. The losses were personal. It was one of the first hard lessons in market psychology. If you think this story is ancient history, think again. The same fever has resurfaced again and again. In the 1920s, it was stocks on Wall Street, leading to the Great Depression. In 2008, it was subprime mortgages that triggered a global crisis. And recently, we've seen it in cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and meme stocks. The assets change, but the emotions don't. We fall into the same trap for the same reasons. Easy money floods the system. Herd behavior takes over, and overconfidence blinds us to reality. The logic is always the same. As long as someone else is willing to pay more tomorrow, today's price doesn't matter. Until it does. So what can we learn from Tulip Mania? First, value isn't the same as price. The market can assign any number to an object, but that doesn't make it worth that much. Second, human emotion drives markets more than logic. And third, crises are not accidents, they are patterns. The tulip was just the first act in an ongoing play. As we scroll through crypto charts and speculative stocks, we might laugh at the Dutch for buying flowers like real estate. But are we really that different? The next bubble won't involve flowers, but it will bloom from the same seeds: greed, belief, and the dream of instant fortune. In the end, Tulip Mania wasn't about flowers. It was about us, our hopes, our fears, and our timeless obsession with wealth. The question is, when the next mania comes, will we recognize it before it bursts? If you learned something from this story, subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden history of money and power. Because to understand the future, we must first understand the past.